Yes. What's going on? We got Bitcoin pumping this morning. Let some people come in. Hopefully I don't have technical difficulties. Bitcoin's been bullish. It started to pull back a little bit there, but once a stage 2 breakout starts, you assume it continues to keep going. That's the assumption, is that you assume it's going to continue to roll on. So let's see. Imagine most of you good people are at work. What's up, Mike? Mike, come on. We got to go to lunch or something, man. Bitcoin's at $44,152.82. We can pretty much count on it's going to bang that 200-day. That'd be my next target. It's been there a bunch of times. And one of the philosophies of the money flow trading system is that where price has been before, it can go again. So assumed, anticipated this level would hold, and we see it did, and it also held back over here. So price is doing what it should do. So this level should hold, and we should move up to the next one. Now, obviously each time when you get to one, you don't know. Maybe that's the top. Markets aren't designed to go straight up. Markets are designed to move sideways and then up and then sideways and then down and then sideways. That's really the only three directions they can go, is sideways, up, and down. Now, what the 4 stages attempts to do is try to make sense of that chaotic movement. So if you look at something like, Bitcoin's underway. Last night, if you're in my Discord group, I know it was kind of late. Everybody's seen, I told them, if you don't like late texts from me, you better turn your phone off. A lot of times these crypto moves, if you're on the crypto list, for me, tend to happen at night. Saw Bitcoin starting to pump. I added to, probably got a little lucky, but GRT was up, 3 or 4% when we sent that out, and then it banged up pretty nice, up 17% now. It was just above the 20, and then it just kind of pushed higher. So looking for it to get up in the 70-cent range. So I like GRT. It's like they call it the Google of crypto. I don't know how appropriate that is, but it is what it is. I've got a pretty large Bitcoin position, but I just been nibbling on some of these altcoins. So I added to GRT last night, and I added to Comp last night. Let's look at Comp. And it's taken the 20 as well. There's a whole bunch of these that are set to run right now. Do they run? I don't know. Bitcoin dominance is really, really, really apparent, man. So we got Bitcoin, Ethereum are, leading the pack. These altcoins, they're not pumping as much, but we had some recoveries. These moves seem to be happening in this 5 to 7% range. They run up, they pull back. We'll see if we can get going. The overall trend on all these is down, but anytime it sets up, I want to start nibbling. So keep them small. But I like Comp here. I like a lot of these GRT. I like, obviously, Bitcoin. Bitcoin's too far for me to buy now. It's too far out. If we turn to the world of stocks, I was about to text out that I'm buying more Dash. Not a lot. I've been nibbling on these. Not a lot, but these prices are pretty low. We're pretty below the 200-day moving average. And this appears to be basing. So, this is a stage 1. Putting in a reversal candle today. Yeah, Bitcoin pumps at night. I don't know about fees, man. I don't think fees drive anything. Unless the fees get astronomical. The fees aren't bad on Bitcoin. I think it's just pumping because people are buying, and people tend to buy. They started buying last night because the news out of Russia. For some reason, Bitcoin wants to go down if there's wars. Makes no fucking sense to me. It's computers, I guess. I don't know. Most of the people that own Bitcoin are still weak hands. I mean, they don't understand Bitcoin. They don't understand the purpose of Bitcoin. As you can tell when they sell into uncertain times, the whole fucking point of Bitcoin is for uncertain times. So we still have a lot of weak hands. Probably hedge funds in there trading. Hedge funds don't really care about anything logical or emotional. They're just trading price action. Took profits on 0 morning. I'm saying to Tix Hard Rock Cafe doing some work. What's up, Steve? Let's see. I think it mostly Bitcoin does tend to pump at night, but I think it's just because of the large international exposure. But I don't know, man. I mean, I'm the one I'm buying, so fuck. I don't know. I don't know who's causing it. I'm guessing China. Let's see. So that's Dash. I really like Dash here. This is a stock that remember, you hear me talk a lot about IPOs. Don't ever buy IPOs. You don't need to buy IPOs. Dash was an IPO that's now trading, let's back it up, below its IPO price. So Dash is now trading below the price that it IPO'd at, right? So think about that. You don't need to buy IPOs. You just wait, and then they get crushed, and then you can start establishing positions. So that's what we're doing. Which other? Emmanuel says it's probably going to come below the 21 EMA. We don't use the 21 EMA, sir. It's a 20-day. You're 1 day short, 1 day late. Get your days right, sir. Yeah, Dash is set up real nice here. Really like this big sell-off. If you're looking for dividends, one you might want to keep an eye on is the preferred iShares US Preferred Stock ETF. This is a monthly dividend payer. It's 4.5%. It's gotten shellacked during this interest rate sell-off. Really gotten beat down big. This is not a buy signal, but this is a pivot point for a possible bottom. This thing pays monthly. Nice dividend play here. Histogram is telling us the momentum to the downside is over, and we have a pivot point. So if you have my Getting Started with Stock Charts course, I know some of you are you can buy croissants for $50, but you can't afford the course. But let's pretend like you could afford the course, but you didn't want to buy the $50 croissant that you bought, and you got those 12 videos. It would have told you this is a bottom right here. So we see the stochastic starting to go sideways. It's now pointing up. It hasn't broke out yet. It don't matter what ticker, man. And the histogram is ticking up, right? That tells you that temporarily the momentum to the downside is done. It doesn't mean forever. Doesn't even really mean direction. It's just, it is what it is. And we can only trade in is what it is. We can only trade in what is, man. There is no such thing as a predictive model or that it can predict the future. That's all based on numbers. That's all based on, randomness. You can predict the future of the stock market about as good as you can predict the next card at a blackjack table. You can't. You can just play the hand you're dealt. This here is a bottom. And you say, well, how do you know? Well, the next candle confirmed it. Now, it can't be a buyable bottom until I get at least a sideways movement, which is defined by four candles. So it would take 4 days of moving sideways. This is the PFF. Okay, PFF. It would take 4 days sideways. So we got the RSI, check. We got sideways movement? Not yet. Do we got a bottom? Yes, check. What about the MACD? Check. What do we don't have? TSI is not crossed and stochastics have not come out, and price is not above the 5-day moving average. So we got 3 out of the 7 on the checklist. See how we did that? 3 out of 7. Got 3 out of 7. Technical indicators are mathematical calculations based upon price, volume, or open interest of a security contract used by traders who follow technical analysis. By analyzing historical data, technical analysis analysts use indicators in an attempt to predict the future. Now, I don't believe in attempting to predict the future. I think it's just guessing. But I do think you can position yourself based on repeatable patterns that we see. A price chart is a sequence of prices plotted over a specific time frame. So tickers isn't what you need to worry about. Tickers are everywhere. I walked through the quarter the other day filming and found you 20 tickers. What you have to understand, tickers are everywhere. Stocks to buy are everywhere. If you don't know what stocks to buy, you're just not opening your brain. You're not looking at the world around you. I'm going to go shopping today. I bet I find 10. If I really just want to, I find 10. Let's block this. So we'll see. I like Dash here, man. I like Dash here. Emmanuel, I can't talk to you because you're using the wrong moving average, sir. You're off by a day. You're a day late. Let's see. Let's check in on Uber. Uber and Lyft, their earnings were great. I thought they were doing well. They just can't get going. That's all right. I don't mind this. We got a bottom here. We know we put in a bottom. Our bottom is held. It's right here. That day's held. Price went above the 5-day, and it's still holding this box. Now, I mean, it's drifted a little lower, but we got everything you need to have sideways price action. The RSI went extreme. Price started going sideways, and MACD turned up. Stochastics broke out. So even though the indicators are kind of bouncing around, we're still playing off this being the bottom. So as long as that holds, then it's just building out this large sideways, okay? Remember, always dance with the girl that brought you. That means stay with the trade until it's not. Don't look to get up on it. I'm bored. Well, go do something else then, bro. Yeah. Let's just turn off commenting. So, let's see. Sorry for the noise. They're doing some construction outside my house. Lyft is doing pretty well. I've been able to get my price point to where I'm actually in the green on Lyft now. So that's pretty cool because back up here, I was actually underwater. And now here, I'm actually in the green. So when we come up to here, this is called position trading, friend. And this is something that you young children have a hard time with. And position trading means as I trade a position, I'm buying stage 1s, and you can buy 2s. And what I'm trying to do is to get it to near true value, which is way up on Lyft is probably up here. And so each of these became opportunity points. And what am I trying to buy? This. And so I don't know how soon it's going to go, but one day, one stage 3 will be true value, and it'll be the actual price of the stock, meaning this, if you were going to write a check for the entire company, this is the price you would pay, and one day that'll happen on a stage 3, and that position trade will come to an end. And you say, what do you mean? I mean, you soaked it for all it's worth, you wrote it to true value, now the stock is no longer valuable, it's no longer undervalued, I'm out. Completed trade. Sometimes people are telling me that. I said, well, why don't I stay with it? You could, but you would need to drastically downsize the position, right? And be careful. You may have just turned it into a buy and hold. So you got to have clarity as to what you're doing. Are you buying, holding? Are you position trading? Are you swing trading? Or are you day trading? You can't do a little of all, okay? You got to figure out what you're doing with that. So when you enter a stock, you need to know what your exit is. A lot of people think trading means you got to have a stop loss. That's only certain types of trading, not on all trading. Just depends on the kind of trading you're doing. But this is stage 2, and you saw where it ran into trouble, right? Why? Because price has memory. Wherever price has been before and stopped, wherever you got a box before, notice the box, price tends to stop there again. So it's going to take a bit of a movement, and then it'll break and run, and what? It'll go to the next box, which was right up here. And then you'll see it hang up. And you say, well, how do you know that? Well, that's called resistance, and there's a whole fucking industry creating books and stuff around it. Now, most people think you can use that as predictive to predict the future. Those people are delusional or trying to sell you something. Any of you guys that think you know where stocks are going are delusional, or you're trying to sell something, or you're just crazy, which I guess would be delusional. Nobody knows. But what we can see is repeatable patterns. And what I mean is, in order for price to go up, some things have to happen mathematically, meaning the price itself. Right now, the price of Lyft, this is Lyft. It's at $42.44. Well, the 20-day moving average is at $38.51. That would tell you that the average price of the last 20 days is higher. Today's price is higher than the average price of the last 20 days. 20 days is 1 month of trading. Today's price is higher than the average price of the last month of trading, thereby the definition of an uptrend. Price is now moving higher based on the last month of trading. Now, I'm going to say it again for the slow kids in the back. There's 20 trading days in a month. 20. Monday through Friday, Monday through Friday, Monday through Friday, Monday through Friday. That comes out to 20 days. My friend Emmanuel's using a 21 day because he's 1 day too far ahead. It's 20 days. The reason we use 20 is it's magical. It's fractal. God created these, like the three disciples and the 7, right? The 12 apostles and these numbers, these 3 and 7 and 12, there's a reason for them. They're fractal. Well, these are fractal. Reason we use the 5-day moving average is there's 5 trading days in a week. And the reason we use the 10, this blue checkered one, is there's 2 sets of 5s in 10, right? So we got 1 week, 2 week, and a month, all represented by these lines right here. You need to understand why you're using a moving average. So I go into great detail about this and getting started with stock charts, of course. You need to understand what these move. It's not about the crossover, man. It's not about any of that. It's about price relation to these moving averages. Notice the direction of the moving average now on the 20 on Lyft. It is officially ticked up. It means it's moving higher. And if you look at the 5-day exponential moving average, it's moving higher. You see it right there? The red one. And now where's the 2-week one? So the 5 days on top of the 10, which is on top of the 20, and they're all pointing up, and price is above all 3. That is as bullish as you can possibly fucking get. That's it. So what do? We assume price is going higher. Now, if we reverse that order and you have it the opposite, 20, 10, 5, what was that? That's as bearish as you can possibly get. And it'll continue to do that until what? The RSI goes extreme, which is what we saw here, meaning on the way up, same thing. RSI is going to go extreme. It's going to tag the top, and then it's going to stop. And then I'm going to start looking for a top. I'm going to draw them out. And then what's going to happen? The MACD is going to start to tick the other way. Same thing happen on the bottom, happen on the top. Now, if you're a trader, that's your first sign you need to start locking in any gains. If you're a position trader, maybe you lock in gains, maybe you don't. Depends on how long you've been trading the position. Don't let this complicate you. Okay? And so you got to ask yourself, within the 4 stages of price movement, what is it I'm trying to do? What is my goal? What am I trying to accomplish? Let's see. Yeah. GRT looks pretty good. I think I timed that just right. It costs more because it costs more. One's a trading platform, Stephen, and one is not a trading platform. Coinbase really isn't set up to be a trading platform. That's why there's no charts, there's no lower price, but the other one there is. You can transfer it over. It's not that difficult if you want to use Coinbase Pro. Let's see. So we've got Lyft looking beautiful today. What else do we got? We got a lot of these dividend stocks on track here. Oh, I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we talked about Cisco broke the box. I've been accumulating shares of Cisco. Now that's an exciting thing when something breaks the box at very strong support. It's been here before, man. This is the money flow pattern. Price moving sideways, price moving up, price moving sideways, price moving down, price moving sideways. That's the money flow right there. So when a box, stage one, is broken, one of two things occur. Either it's going lower, which the next level down was way down here, or if it gets back into the box, that is super bullish. Super bullish. Very, very, very bullish. It's too soon to see yet, but it's pretty damn close. So we'll see. Keeping a close eye on this one, though. What else we keeping a close eye on? CRM. I've been building this in my buy and hold. Broke the box as well. I'd really like to see it get up in here before I'd say it's back in the box. It's close, man. Yeah, I turned off comments, man. No, you're not getting blocked talking about... I turned off comments because these idiot bots come in here. Start asking stupid questions. Let's see. We'll turn them on and see if again. Here we go. Ace, what's up, man? You fucking left the group. That's fucking bullshit. Don't give me no bullshit about you're busy either. I'm busy too. And I'm there. I'm busy too. I got 19 fucking properties, books, courses, fucking seminars. I'm busy too. Stop spooning and get back in the group. Don't give me no bullshit about you're busy either. Donald Trump's busy. Fucking Jeff Bezos is busy. Don't give me no bullshit. You need to get your shit together. Let's see. Oh, here they go. No, we're not accepting your thing. My tolerance for bullshit is growing smaller and smaller. All right, let's see. That CRM, it's getting back in the box. We'll see. Let's look at Fubo. I know, Ace, you're busy. I get it. Let's see. Let's look at Fubo. Not really, man. Not yet. That's above it. See, this is one of those... they have these. These are the kind of things where it's a stage 1 and stage 2. Yeah, I'm handing out second chances. There's a bunch of them here. I know. You guys are busy. Oh, I'm so busy. I got all this stuff. I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Everybody's busy. Let's see. Nah, man, this is a stage 1 inside of a 2, man. I mean, this is stage 2 inside of a 1. I don't know, man. We'll see on the meetup in April. I'm still trying to think it through. I got to get some other influencers on board. Stock's undervalued. This is not a breakout, though, man. This is not a breakout. This is not a breakout. So, I mean, it's pushing. I would have said this one's a breakout. No, it's not, man. It's falling apart, man. All right. We got to turn off commenting again. Instagram is almost to the point where it's unusable. Somebody wants to look at Etsy. Why are we looking at Etsy? Day one of a breakout. I'll determine if it's a breakout, sir. We can't trust you. Let's see. That is not a breakout. You're a little premature, sir. Close. Close. I don't. Man, you're being pretty liberal with your breakout there, man. I feel like you want it to break out more than it's breaking out. It is a stage one. I'll give you that. I feel like you love her more than she loves you. That's what I think, man. I like Etsy. I'm assuming stock shop looks about the same. Oh, you know what is pumping though? Delta, baby. Delta's up pretty nice. So whenever you're in a trade, man, you can't let single days or 1 days. You can't let single days, too much affect what the money flow concept. So like if you saw we kind of ran up and you notice, look, it banged that RSI. You could have took some off here. It hit a previous high and the RSI was extreme. I probably would have, to be honest. Let's say you took some off there. Then it pulls back while it's supposed to, and now it's headed higher. Good. That's what you wanted. And so if you can downsize into the move, into strength, that's what you're trying to do. You want to sell into strength. You want to buy into weakness. Sell into strength, buy into weakness. That is the opposite of FOMO. That is the opposite of chasing something. So, my friend, the professor, was at our event this week, and we were reviewing his book, and during the interview, in the book, he talks about being the spider, and that's a pretty good analogy, meaning you want to be the spider. So you're waiting for what? What is a spider? He's sitting in his net, waiting for a particular pattern to appear. Bam. Nibbles. Bam. Right there. Nibbles. Right? So if I was the spider, that's what I'm doing. Bam. Right there. Nibbles. Bam, bam, bam. Now what? Taking some down. And so as this marches higher, I'd be taking it down based on RSI, based on previous high points. Let's see. Damn. I'd buy that myself. Let's see. What else we got going on? I got paid $737 last night in dividends. BX was one of them. Paid me $450. So think on that. $450. Here you go, G. $450. Boom. Dinner was $450 last night. That's crazy, huh? Fucking inflation. Yeah. Let's look at Starbucks and Nike. Yeah, on Friday, going in because of that Ukraine stuff, we saw a lot of boxes getting broke. Let's see. Nike's one that I'm in. Depends on where you're defining the box, sir. If you had my course, which you don't, apparently, based on your fucking comments, you don't have my course. That would be my low. I wish you'd get it and stop wasting money on other shit. I'll think of all the dumb things you've bought since you could have had my course, and it's still there, sir. Still anything. Think of all the dumb shit you've bought. You could have bought my course and been my friend. Imagine if we were friends. You could just text me and go, "Hey, Gerald, what do you think of this?" But we're not friends because you're buying dumb shit and hanging out with stupid people. Now we're not friends. We could be. So, yeah, this is still in the box, though. Now, it depends on how tight you draw the box, though, right? I like to draw a little loose. But this is my pivot point. You know how we talk about, right? When price sells off, we're looking for the very bottom, or anchor point, excuse me, and I'm looking for that anchor point. The anchor point is going to anchor the box. It's going to anchor it, meaning as long as price is above the anchor point, we're good. But there we go. That was a question that I got. But instead, you bought some shoes. Now we're not friends. Let's see. God damn, dude. Turn off comment. These bots, dude. I'm going to have to switch to my other account, I think. Should be tracking alongside BTC since all contracts, so it needs to be analyzed separately. Good day, Affirm. Well, you guys like Affirm, don't you? I like Nike here. Kind of a breakout, not really. It's kind of in the box. Kind of a breakout. Let's look at Starbucks. Starbucks broke the box. You say, how do you know? Starbucks broke the box, man. It's back in the box. Super bullish. Now, on a Friday going into a close based on a rumor of a war, I'm not getting stopped out. It's not happening because you know it's coming back Monday. I don't know that, but it's pretty common play. We're back in the box. This is even more bullish, guys. Look at this. It broke it, rejected that, and now it's right back in. It's going higher. 108 target if you were swing trading. Starbucks. This is an easy one, man. This is like candy from babies. Yeah, space is breaking out. Let's look at a firm. I'm at Starbucks, right? So these are buy and hold things. So this is where you want to add a few shares of Starbucks to your portfolio. So if you're trading with me, the last thing you should do is within 2 weeks have 30 fucking stocks. That's just dumb. That's not the way to do it. You come in, as I add, you add. And over time, you're going to build out this portfolio. So you don't, if you have 20, 30 grand, you don't just immediately put it all to work, man. That's the worst thing to do. Now you could go establish some positions and leave a big thing of cash, and as sell-offs and stage fours happens, we build out these positions. And as you go forward in life, we're just going to be building them out. So as you make money, your time, your talent, your treasure, you put it into your brokerage account. You let it go to cash. You don't immediately have to put it in something, and you wait for these setups, man. Like look at Hanes Brands. Should be nibbling on that. And you don't have to buy a lot. You got your whole damn life, man. We're going to build it over our lifetime. Oof. Nice stage one. This one's an odd stage one because it's going down, but it still technically stage one. Very undervalued stock, by the way. All right, let's look at this Affirm. Come on, Fuck, dude. This stock is horrible. It's going straight down. I hope you guys aren't buying this shit. The stock is going straight down, man. I wouldn't touch this. If you're in it, you're in it, but I wouldn't add to it. And over here, you had a breakout, and it turned right around and comes straight down. If I was in this, I would just wait and see what's up. Let's see. Yeah, that sucks. Let's look at CLSK. If you're in it, I would probably just wait if you believe in the stock. Oh, mama. So if you remember, we were buying this last week. Why? Stage one, baby. Up pretty good in this one now. There's your buy zone. There's your anchor point. There's your box. Right? MACD had turned, histogram breaks out, and then what? Now there's your official breakout day right there. Now if you, in my book, I mostly talk about the breakout day because as a swing trader, that's what I was looking to trade, that. And then what? My target would be what? Previous high, or previous box. Like see how there's these two boxes here? If you look here, that's a box, there's a box, and there's a box. Where do you think price is going to stop? Right? It's going to run up and stop in this box zone. Well, guess what's going to happen? The RSI is probably going to be extreme. And what you're going to see is a stage one, stage one, stage two, it'll go into a stage three, and then what? Then it'll come down, just like you saw here. Stage one, stage two, right? Puts in a box. And let me guess, if I look above this area right here, what do you think I see? Oh my God, how did that happen? And then what? It starts coming down. And that's the money flow, man. That's that right there. And some stocks will do it so fucking perfect. You're like, my God, this is like reading it's like having a crystal ball. And sometimes it breaks down. Let's see. So CLSK, I've made some good money trading this thing. I've wrote it down for a minute too because I tried to get in over here. I own it in a couple different accounts. So yeah, so she held, and Anastasia says she held CLSK. Yeah, we've been. So as you hold these, you got to get into the process of downsizing into strength, meaning over here, like you want to be selling into that. Right? To why? You want to buy into weakness. And so, okay, look, wasn't the bottom. All right, whatever, That may have been a stage one too, yeah. Now, something I talk about in the boot camp class. If these moving averages don't make a move sideways, like that is nowhere near sideways. If you don't start to see the moving averages come together, your chances of that breakout working are pretty slim. You really want to see, look how far apart they are. I mean, that 5 has to cross to 10. The 10's got to, they got to cross before any kind of big movement can happen. So sometimes you can look at a state and be like, this is a weak one, because it's the configuration of the moving averages. So we're looking for them. As long as the 5 is above the 10, the 10's above the 20, and they're all price is above all three, it's just an uptrend. And when you get it the other way around, it's a downtrend. So if you have the 20 and the 10 and the 5 and price is below the 5, that by definition is a downtrend. And any reason to think that it's going up, you don't have a reason yet. That's why a lot of times I'll say wait till price is above the 5-day moving average, is that we need at least one indicator that it's going higher. And that always starts with price breaking above a 5. That's not perfect because we saw it here, but it's something anyway. You love Luna, huh? What's the love about Luna? Does she love you back? Does Luna love you as much as you love Luna? Let's see. Luna, Terra. Yeah, not a bad looking chart. Not a bad chart. See if we can get going here. We got to get some legs. These rallies haven't lasted very long for these crypto. For these altcoins though. All right, let's see. My man says, and we're going to hold you to this, JP. JP says most times when Luna breaks out, AVAX breaks out a day or two after. Let's look at that. I know Chris Johnson, my friend Chris, likes this thing. Oh, man. Shit, Avalanche is already on the go. Nice. So, we got to get past this little level here, right? Got to get past this 95 level to be able to get up. So if it goes through that, this is how I would look at it. I assume it's going to stop right here, right around here, and then I assume if it gets through there, it goes to the next one. That's how the money flow works. You know, when it fell here and stopped, look where it stopped. Look where it stopped, right where it stopped. Look at that. Pretty nice, huh? I'm in Playboy too. Is PLBY running? Let's see. That was one of my son's picks. PLBY. Let's take a look. Not really. It is set up. This is Playboy Group. Looks like a lot of the other growth stocks. Terrible. We'll see if it gets going. Man, I think that's all I got today. We'll see. Let me check some of these real quick. Oh, let's check Prague. Prague is one I put out the other day, the text group. Nope, not running. We got our breakout here. Expecting it to maybe try to make a run for that 450, but not yet. Let's see. Is the market selling off now? Dow's up 400. Dow's back above the 20. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's all down to this, what happens in Russia. So I'm looking to buy some ARK today. I'm going to wait and see where the market's about to close. I'd like to add to ARK in case it rips. So this is stage one. Looking at buying some ARK in my buy and hold. Wouldn't mind adding to a little Starbucks. I got Cisco on the list. As far as buying, I got to get some money in my buy and hold because tax time is coming down. I got till April 15th. This is one I've been adding to. If you saw last night, I collected $737 in dividends. I didn't do nothing. No phone call, no conversation, didn't go anywhere. It just shows up in your account. That's from years of buying these MLPs. Whenever they're on a stage one, I nibble. If you saw $88 of that 700 was this stock, well, this is my chance to get it from $88 to over $100. So I can go in and calculate based on what they pay per share to determine how many more shares I need to the next time they pay. I get a cool $100, right? Well, I'd like to get it to 200, but I'd like every stock I own to pay me at least 100. Anyway, I'm at $88 in this. MLPX is this is an MLP, gas, utilities to your house. This is a stock called MPLX. MPLX is also an MLP like ET. Collected about 200 and something on this one. Whenever this is in the stage one, I want to nibble. But look at it. This is not a stage one. This just hit a stage 3. So if we're looking at the money flow and we're looking at this thing, what are we seeing? A sideways, right? So what we're probably about to see is what? Now, we don't know that. Could be a nice pullback. This is what it looks like when it does. Does a sideways and then what? Rolls over. The rollover has not happened. I'm not in the prediction game, so I'm not guessing that, but I'm just observing what is. And what is we're in a stage 3. So would I be a buyer here? No. Not at all. I would be a buyer in the other one. So I just hold my shares. Matter of fact, I could trim them. If the position was too large, I would trim it a little. Remember, we were trimming Exxon. Why? Position got to be too large. Exxon, Chevron, Conoco now account for a lot of my, they're very large. They're outsized. Let's see. Stage 3. Now you see it bouncing off the 20. It doesn't want to give it up. Sometimes there's a fight there. Bulls and bears fight at zones of confrontation. But look at these moving averages. Look, they're about to come together. That means it's rolling over. First thing that's going to happen is it's going to break the box, and that 5 and 10 are going to cross. And they're going to come down. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool, man. That's it, man. It's 10:30. Let's check in on AT&T real quick. This is the one I'm looking to add to. I have not started adding yet. I was adding, but then it ran up. This is stage 1, man. You see how the moving averages are coming together? It's starting to go sideways. So where's our lowest low? Where's our pivot point? Right here. What I never liked is this. This is the reason I haven't made a move yet. Really didn't get cheap, man. So, that's cheap. That was back in the box. There's your breakout. And then it ran up, right? And that's expensive. So you had your stage 1, 2, 3, and then what? Down. Now, this is building a base, so it is what it is. And the momentum has changed. It's just the only thing that's kept me from pulling the trigger is it didn't get low. So, and then we had this shit with Russia, so I was kind of just waiting to see. It's not going anywhere. It's building a box. We got plenty of time. Look how straight down that 20 is. So I'm just watching what is and let it develop. I've got a pretty large position. I got a pretty large position. Let's check Facebook. I like the AT&T though. Dividend cuts are a good thing, guys. A lot of people think they're bad things. They're not bad things. Oof. Facebook is a no-no. Now, if you're following the rules, where can you buy? Well, that was your lowest low. You need 4 candles to hold that. 1, 2, 3. See, we're not even above the 5. Look how spread apart these are. This is not going anywhere, guys. All this shit has to come together. All this shit has to come together before it can do anything. You got a long time yet on Facebook. I would not be rushing into this stock. Long time to get with Facebook. Let's look at the shitty stock known as PayPal. I don't know, man. Just looks terrible, dude. Let's see. Huh. It's not letting me block people on YouTube. Why is dividend cut a good thing? Same reason at your house. Let's say times get tough. Business slows down. What are you going to do? Max out your fucking credit cards? Let's say you lose your job or your income slows down. What would be the intelligent thing to do? What would be the smart thing to do if you were a manager of a company and sales slow? Would it be to keep paying your dividend and run the company into the ground? Or would a smart thing to do be to cut back your dividend? See, people look at it wrong. They think, oh, that's bad, it's cutting. No, it's called being a smart manager. Now, so stocks will cut their ConocoPhillips cut its dividend in half in the oil crash. Now look at the stock. I'm up 55% in it. That was smart. Ford cut its dividend. Well, what are they going to do? Keep fucking paying people when they're not selling cars during COVID? No, they cut their dividend. Same thing I would do. If I ran a apartment building and nobody's paying rent, guess who's not getting paid? The investors. If I paid you, that would be a dumb thing to do. We would run out of money and go out of business. But if I hold the money back, if I reserve it, see, people don't see it that way because people, as a general rule, think only of themselves and not of the bigger picture of the company. So dividend cuts can be smart. Now, you got to look at the reason for the cut. So there's also that. AT&T needed to cut their dividend. Their debt is fucking out of control. So by cutting the dividend, that frees up cash for them to do things. What will T do? I have no idea what it'll do. It's going to go up, down, or sideways. I know that. Let's see. That's it. Facebook, PayPal, too soon. Those are bottom fishing. They're still going down. Dividend cuts are not bad things. Sometimes they're good things. Can be a bad thing, but sometimes they're good things. All right, I'm giving you 20-year life lessons here, so take out a fucking pencil if you have ears to hear, right? So dividend cuts can be a good thing. Never buy an IPO. Never. Never. For the kids in the back, never. The stoners, never. Ever. Never. There you go. I just saved you a lot of money in life. Dividend cuts are not bad. When you see a company cut dividends, matter of fact, you might want to look at buying it. That means they got responsible management. So look at 3M. Now I'm going to throw you some crumbs. Look at 3M. Look how far it is from the 200. Yeah, Greg, never. Could you, okay, now that Greg asked the question and interrupted my class, Greg, which IPO would you have liked to have bought? Airbnb, Dash, Uber, which one? Which one would you have liked? Maybe a firm? That looks like a good one to have bought. Would you like to have bought a firm's IPO? Which one? Tell me which one's the good one. Snow, remember that one? Oh, that was fucking pumped up. Warren Buffett's buying that one. Remember that one? And then what? Falls to 240. So what's the reason? The reason is first off, they're overhyped and they're trying to sell them. Uber, let's buy Uber. All right, let's buy Uber's IPO. Let's see. What did Uber IPO at? Back in the day, right, what did Uber IPO at? It IPO'd at almost $40. And then all you had to wait was 4 months, and you got it cheaper, and then cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Then it went up. Then if you'd have waited and bought when I bought during the COVID crash, you could have bought it at $15. What's my point to that? It's markets go up, markets go down. They cycle. So when you've been alive for, I don't know, a decade, and you've not been living at your mom's house for the last year, you'll realize that these markets go up, down, and then the markets go up, and then the markets go down. You can always get an IPO cheaper. Right there. You could have bought it at $15. Here's another one. Let's see. Another one everyone used to ask me about was Hood. Oh my God, we got to buy Hood. Remember, ARK was buying it at $50-something. They were so stupid, they were buying it the day it IPO'd. So here's the ARK IPO, or the Hood IPO, $30-something. Next month it ran up to like $85, right? Now where can you buy Hood? Oh, $15. Let's just keep going. Let's look at Dash. Where we have bought that one when it IPO'd. Dash, you could have bought what? Right here. Dash IPO'd at, what was that, $100? No, let's see. People were like, what do you think of Dash? I love Dash. I'm not buying the IPO. That's for dummies. Let's see. What was the price? $102 is where it IPO'd. Where can we buy it today? $99. That's where I've been buying it. Gerald, I was the 50th person to hit the like button. I appreciate you, sir. There's 143 watching, so that makes 90-something lazy people who can't be bothered to even click a button. So, They're like, I'm going to watch your thing, Gerald, but I think so little of it, I can't even click a fucking button to help you. So just talk away from me, entertain me, give me these amazing stock tips and picks and tricks and try to help me. Spend hours of your life, but I'm not clicking a button because that feels like a lot to ask. Let's see. No, not buying your $40 course. I'm going to go buy fucking Chinese food with my friend Greg. We're going to eat it, and then it'll be gone, and then we'll never have it again, instead of buying your course that could change my life. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to spend our time, our talent, and treasure on nonsense. Let's see. We'll turn comments on. What's up, Anthony? That's most people. So, Greg, any other IPOs you wish you'd have bought? Because you bought Uber at $38, and then I bought it at $15. Which other IPOs would you think is a good idea? No IPOs are a good idea. So just listen. There are no good IPOs, man. I just saved you a fucking fortune. None. Don't buy any of them. It's all FOMO and all hype, and it's just pumped to sell to people. If it's such a good stock, why are they even selling you the shares? All right, Greg, you get one more comment, and I'm going to fucking ban you from my channel for fucking life. IPOs are good to get in and get out real quick. No, yeah, maybe with you and your friends. I don't fucking do that. That's not what I'm not wasting my time. Oh, you thought we were a sports gambling network. Go waste someone else's time, Greg. Okay? This is what I'm doing. The money flow. This right here. So while you're spooning with your friends and buying plastic shit, trying to chase stocks up and down like a bunch of teenage girls, I'm trading this with consistency and discipline, following, 50 or 100 stocks, building out a portfolio and trying to get rich. So you hang out with your loser friends and chase stocks up and down. I tried to help you. Now you've just pissed me off. I've wasted my fucking time talking. So, 3M. This is a bread and butter trade. These are no-brainers, guys. The only problem with the 3M problem is the evaluations on 3M have come down into the 180 range, which is a big, big problem. They've lowered the value of the company. Still too soon. We've only got one bar off the bottom. If Greg doesn't mind, I'll teach this class, unless we're going to do his fucking mental masturbation class, where we wait for IPOs and try to jump in and out of them. I guess that was how he bought his helicopter. So that's your very bottom. That's your very bottom. The momentum has slowed. It's too soon, though. Our target would normally be the 200-day moving average. We'll turn off comments. Let Greg be. All right, AJ, I gotta kick you out too. You're in timeout for being using the money flow trading system with multiple charts changed my whole game. Thank you, sir. You're a very wise man. I put AJ, you've been put in timeout, bro. I don't like your attitude. Whenever I do that and they're like in the money flow, they get butt hurt. Why aren't you picking on me? Because you said dumb things. Even if you're a paying customer, you can say dumb things. And then I remind you of that. You said a dumb thing. So you've been put in that timeout. Let's see. Go trade with Greg and his friends. They're awesome. Very bottom. Price moving sideways on 3M. If we go look at what the value of 3M is, this is the problem with this, man. Don't cry either, Greg. Better man up, son. They've been spoon holding you too long in life. 175. So see, it's only undervalued by 10%, but it is a quality stock, solid dividend, and is trading below its 200. 175 puts it up here near the box. I like it. Is it a home run? Is it an amazing? No, I'd rather see like 40% difference. Well, Greg, if you bought my book, you probably should send it back. And no, you're not getting a refund. You can buy another one because you obviously didn't fucking read it. It says right in the beginning. Should I read it to you now? Should I go get the book and read it to Greg? It says right in the beginning not to do the shit you said. Literally like the first 3 pages. Let's see. So, obviously sending you my book was a big waste of my time writing it and your time ordering it. Let's see. Right. Joe said it. Huge environmental liability. That's the only reason you get stocks cheap, guys. So Joe's making a good point, but it's something to keep in mind. Don't ever sell stocks because of business problems. Like, oh, they messed up here or messed up there. That's the only reason you can get them cheaper. Let me say it again. The only reason you could buy Ford at $4 is nobody was buying cars. The only reason you can get an AT&T cheaper or a 3M or an oil when Exxon spills or Halliburton causes a massive disaster, that's the way you get them cheaper. So you don't run from those. You look for those. The reason ETRN is down big, and I've been buying, is they just lost a $2 billion court case. Problems. So if you try to avoid problems, you're always going to be middle class. Rich people buy problems. Rich people take on that responsibility and those problems. If you run from them, you'll always be broke. Buying a rental property is problems. I woke up this morning with problems. I have lots of problems. Lots and lots and lots of problems. If you run a business, you have problems. Everyone around you is a fucking problem. Employees are problems. Taxes are problems. Sales are a problem. Mistakes are a problem. Things breaking are problems. Problems, 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 problems. Yes, I heard space. Let's check it out. Ooh, nice. Look at 27% in space. Greg, I hope you come back again, but I hope you read my book. I could help you. Sometimes I get guys, they get sensitive. Mr. Peters talks so mad to me. I'm going over here. I'm going to go listen to this YouTuber that'll talk real sweet to me, tell me all kinds of nice things and how well I am, how well I'm doing. Well, you're not doing well. You're doing terrible, by the way, in case no one's told you. You need to do better. Let's see, myself included. I need to get my shit together. Stop playing around with these stocks and get it together. This was a beautiful stage 1. Notice what we say. Nothing happens until what? They come together. So here's another thing. If you ever get anything from me, they got to come together. Now, does it work every time? No, but they ain't going up unless they do. So go look at Facebook. Go look at PayPal. They're not coming together. Going straight down. Go look at a firm. Not coming together. Prices can't go up until the 5-day and 10-day come together. They come together. Remember I was emphasized, go listen to that song by the Beatles, Come Together. Listen to it like 10 times. And then go listen to the Aerosmith version. And then go listen to the Godsmack version. Why? I was trying to emphasize, come together. You need to see this, man. Come together. Otherwise, you'll be like Greg out there trying to buy IPOs before they pop. Fucking around nonsense. It's all nonsense, man. Let's see. I appreciate that, Greg. You're a good man. 450K per ticket announcement on Space. Yeah, so I own Space. I'm in this stock. It's been brutal. We've made good money trading this. That's why I didn't give up on it. But, dude, they have no customers at all. This is a business that has no customers. So you can't even evaluate this thing. People, I don't understand how you could evaluate it. I don't know. I don't know what it's worth, but I trade it because we've done well. We sold the top back here in 50 something dollars. And if you remember, I was like, listen, this company has no customers and it's trading at $57. Let's sell half our position. And we did. Now, we tried to load it back up in here and that hasn't worked. And it's been brutalized. I'm in it. We'll see what happens. This is a massive breakout. I wouldn't add here. I bet it comes in tomorrow. I bet tomorrow you wake up, it's down 8, 9, 10%. Mark my words, check on that. You'll probably be able to get it cheaper tomorrow. Yeah, it's a crazy stock. I'm in it with you, bro. So I hope it keeps going. I wouldn't buy this breakout. If you were buying in here, congratulations. You had cojones. I had not been adding to it. If you go, you can check my trading log over here, what I'm doing. Now, to be fair, once you know the strategy, it's not like you need to wait on me. I'm only adding what I can personally add. And sometimes I'll text shit out and say, hey, if I had money, I'd be buying this. Meaning I only have so much money in life, you know. Same with you. So if you look, I think I updated this on the 14th. And that was Monday. I got 2 plays to put on here. I think I did 2 plays yesterday. So it's updated in delayed time. If you're in the money flow gang, I text these moves as I do them. So obviously not always right. I do want to show you something. Trimming ETRN, MLPX, ET, and Dow. So trimming. Now that move was bad. Adding to SOFR, but on 119 I was trimming ETRN. This is a good for you. Keep a log, man, so you know exactly why you did something on that day. Me and the professor were talking about this, and his log's a little more. He puts the mood he was in. I don't do that shit. So right in here, we were trimming. Now, the reason for there is I should have done it on this day and didn't. Forget the reason. And look, why? Hits the previous high, right? And the RSI goes 70. So we trimmed some down, then look what happens. Blast it. Now what? Putting some back on. Just keep the game going. That's a dividend stock. What was the other one? MLPX. Yep, same thing. So if we look here, yeah, right in there, we're trimming. Why? Same thing. It ran up, hit the thing. The position's fairly large. I'm taking some down. Why? To add to other positions. Now it's kept going. Fair enough. We wanted to trim over here too. Why? Because typically that's what it looks like when it tops out. I don't know that to be a fact, but I know what tops look like. All tops look exactly the same. If you walk outside and it's cloudy, you're like, damn, it might rain. You don't need to be a meteorologist to know that, right? This is what tops look like. Are they perfect? Nope. But they look the same. Guess what bottoms look like? Pretty much the same. Pay attention, Greg. Bottoms look pretty much the same. Greg, I wish you'd get my course, Getting Started with Stock Charts, so you could master this. You'd be a master, man. Then girls would start to like you. Imagine if all the girls liked you. And then when you come to New Orleans to visit me, I hope you do. We could go party on Bourbon Street. Oh, all the girls would like you. That'd be awesome. Let's see. Yep. What else did we trim that day? Oh, Dow. If you saw my story, we had a pretty good time. Everybody came to my house here. We had a pretty good time. I'll work on the event, make it better and better, obviously. I can't really we went to Frenchman Street too. That was kind of fun. So we took Dow down right in here. Not down, just trimmed it up. Why? It was topping out. And as you see, look what happened. It came down for 4 days and then came back up for sure. It can continue. But we're not in the predicting game. We're trying to buy pattern bottoms, sell pattern tops. And you see how that was pretty on the money. Greg says he's in. Oh, I am kidding, but I'm also being serious. XL Fleet short squeeze alert on Fentel, also trading half its cash value. All right, all right. Let's see what they got. That's an EV car, right? All right. Whoa. God damn. Too much coffee, man. I got here soon. I got to switch from coffee to Coors because I am on a diet. Let's see. Jesus, dude. Short squeeze. It's fucking $1.80. It is a stage one, sir. It is a $1.80 stock, but let's see what that's worth. XL, man. They're going to say, what do you bet they say $5? Let's see. Oof. You got no coverage, bro. This is a penny stock's been shorted to oblivion. All right. I don't know anything about it. Let's see. You say it's trading at half the cash value. I don't see a lot of analysts covering it, so I can't speak to it, but that could be very well true. Jonathan Dorsenheimer, he thinks it's worth $6. Jesus. Yeah. If you're on my diet, you switch from coffee to Coors. You can put water in between there, but it will slow down your ab development if you switch to water in between the... it will slow down your long life. Thank you, Jakar Krishna. We don't need to look at DraftKings. It's in growth stock hell right now. Oh, real quick and then I'll go. Bonds. Oof, look at bonds. Way below the 200, man. Nicholas said his diet. That's probably a pretty unhealthy diet, but it's about 80% accurate for me. Reversal candle. So was that. Everything's pointing straight down. It's really not even extreme yet, so that's the weird thing. I don't know, man. Bonds look terrible. Michael Burry's short bonds. He's the famous trader from... I know a few Money Flow members are short bonds. I trade to the long side on this, so we'll just wait and see, man. That's it, man. That's all I got, man. You guys be good. Let's check in on Bitcoin on my way out. Make sure it's still good. BTC, USD. Oh, yeah. Still pumping. Bitcoin's still pumping. Anything I can help you with, let me know. I was just fucking with you, Greg. Let's see. What the fuck is Roth doing? Oh, WTR8. Let me look at this chip real quick. I had a few people asking me about that one. Oh, yeah. It's pumping big. It's giving you a week, too, man. Look at this. If you're buying today, man, you got to ask yourself why you were a little punk. That's the only way. Even if you're a girl, you're like, why am I a punk? Because that was your buy day right there. And these days were add days. So the next day in the red, and when it came down in the red, you could have added. Remember, we danced with the girl that brought us. So once the breakout starts, we assume it's going to keep going. There's your anchor point, right? The lowest low. So if you have my course getting started with stock charts, you know that's the lowest low. There's our bonks. We don't really need to worry about it unless the lowest low breaks. There's our stage 2 breakout. Now what? Here's your target, $19. Shouldn't be buying today. If you're buying today, you should read my book. Yeah, space could go higher. The only problem is it has 0 fucking customers. And I don't know. I hope it goes up. I'm in it. But it's a hard stock to try to analyze fundamentally. Do you do covered calls? No. No, I don't. A lot of my friends do. Matt, the accountant guy that I go live with a lot, he's a big fan of covered calls. No, I trade the money flow trading system, sir. This right here. Oh, it's not. I don't have it up there anymore. I trade the money flow. Hope that helps. Michael, if you're still on here, man, let's go to lunch, baby. Holler at me. Or I'll hit you up in Discord, man. Oh, New Orleans locals. If you're in New Orleans this week, let me know. Oh, one of my followers invited me to the Coors Light balcony. How cool is that for one of the parades? On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are 3 parades. Sunday's the dog parade. People bring their dogs. It's just a dog parade, which is super cool. SOXL. So if you're in New Orleans for the parades, yes, sir, back in the box and a break. I mean, however you want. No, can't call back in the box. I called it here, remember? There was our pivot. Started back in. Yeah, looks great. I'm in it. So, I'm in it. All right, for picking on Greg, I'm going to look at his stock. Let's see. He's a good sport. GR. I get a lot of people freak out when. Ooh, man. What the hell is this? GRFS. Let me see if there's any analysts covering this thing. GRFS. Where did you find this stock, sir? All right. It's got a 1250 upside. Ooh, man. I don't know why you're in this. Maybe you know something. Maybe you work there. If you do, don't tell me. I don't want to go to jail. But the analysts have a 1250 target on it, bro. That's not very high. Now, if you got in over here, that's where I would have told you to get in. Now, obviously, I'm looking back and it's perfect analysis, but there's your buy point. There's your breakout. And it didn't quite hit the RSI. I don't know, man. This doesn't excite me. The analysts say it's worth $12.50. It's 11. That's $1. I don't like that, man. Now, it is $1 on a $12 stock, so that's what is that, 10, 15%, 12%? I don't know, man. Unless you see a reason this thing should be higher, I don't like it at all. Big money, crackers and water. Right? Crackers and water probably is the diet I should be on for a few days, to be honest. Salads, crackers, and water. So for my birthday, I go out and eat it was fucking $85 a plate. And then they had this private bar, and you had to get it like this coupon to get in, and had a drink. There were tarot card readers. My neighbor took me. It was kind of cool. Most of the analysts out there have a low ratings too. Yeah, so I don't know about this stock, man. I don't know what you're seeing, but from the way I look at it, the chart wise, it's not even a stage 1 yet. I'd like to see it get up into here. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see a solid box. It needs to get above the 5. It is above the 5, but it's not 5 days. But I don't know when you got in. If you got in over here, then I'm still with the trade. If I'm looking at it as I hope you guys understand that difference. If I'm not in it, I'm not really paying attention to this. But if I was already in it over here, it kind of makes a little bit of a difference over here. But that's a whole nother class, man. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for me. We'll die together, sir. Fucking heart attacks. I'm going to be walking, fucking doing a live in the corner, just fall out. Yeah, Job, why is it pumping? We'll look at that one. Ooh, yeah, bro, look at that. This was God, who brought this to my, this was on our, this has been brought to my attention several times. So the day you should have bought, anybody buying today is fucking ridiculous. You missed it, you're chasing money. That was your breakout day. So if you're following the money flow, that's your day, man. Didn't really give you much room on a box, but on this day that it took off, that was your buy day. Maybe the next day, you should not be buying today. Should already have been in it. Today's your reward day, and then you're looking for a target up in here. Good job if you're in it, man. Congratulations. Oh, is PRTR pumping? I didn't even check that one. If you're in that stock, Job, why? Congratulations. That's a nice move, man. PLTR's not pumping, dude. 4%. Come on, man. That's barely going. We need this thing to get out of the fucking box. All right. You guys be good. Appreciate you, man.